Max, I bet you thought this shit was over. Welcome back to Play the Hits.
I put a tight, heavy lid on it.
Yep.
I suppressed this part.
we've only it's only been like what 3-4 months since we shot our last episode of The Last of
Something
Us.
like that. Which
Yeah.
I think is funny because I'm nearly positive I wasn't done watching the show
Uh-huh.
the last time we were playing this.
Oh
So
shit, that's right, the show. Did you
yeah,
watch
the
the
show
whole
was
show?
probably still. I did, yeah.
Okay, then you know
How about
exactly
you?
what's gonna happen for the whole rest of the game. Hey, Sparks, welcome to Spoopy October.
Sparks, what's up?
I hate this
Taking a
part.
little break from the Dream Daddies.
I fucking hate this part. I'm not gonna lie. This is one of my least favorite areas in the game.
Oh, is this the first time you encounter what do you call it?
Stalkers.
Stalkers.
Okay, so yeah, they don't make an appearance in the TV show, but there's these things called stalkers that,
Mhm.
like, once they're onto you, they try to sneak up behind you.
Oh,
And there's
fuck that.
there is no way to do this except for, like, lure them out and set them on fire, I think. So I'm going to just try to bottleneck them here.
just be total violence.
Absolutely.
Whoa.
It is the only way. There we go. Check that shit
So
out.
they're actually trying to use some tactics against you. How
See
dare
how that
they?
goes. See how that goes. Come on.
That's what
Oh.
you get.
I hear clickers.
Oh, there we go.
There's a stalker. Did you see him all
Another stalker.
shuffling up there
So
like an asshole?
are they like hunchback? Oh,
Come here, bitch.
that's just a clicker, right?
This is just a regular old clicker.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Wait, did you make noise or something?
They knew.
Or can they sense the light a little bit?
No, they've always known. Come on, come get it. Come on. Come on. I'm ready. I'm ready.
It's like that fly you see going across the TV. It's just like, get fucking back here.
Oh god, I forgot how to reload.
Let me murder you. Oh yeah, this is literally a fresh take for you since a few months ago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I remember when I tried to pick this game
Reload.
back up after playing it for like, what, 3 hours maybe? And it was like, oh, there's too many buttons.
Reload.
I can't do this.
Okay, it's R2 without aiming. Good to know. All right. Come on, who's up? Who's up? You guys are supposed to come to me. Come on. Hey, look, I'm
You were
running.
just telling me they're the type of enemy that doesn't do that.
Too many buttons, too much murder. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
too much murder to do.
Come on. Come on.
Which one of these buttons do murder?
Oh,
Unfortunately, all of them.
Okay, it's a kid. I almost
It's a
shot the
kid.
fucking kid.
I was about to say, don't be a cop, dude.
Don't be a cop, dude. Not that black. Oh, there's a stalker. There's a stalker. Come here. What's up? What you got? What you got for Joel? What you got for Joel?
The newest. Oh, 4? You didn't finish that yet, did you, Chris? I mean, you
Not
did
on this
personally,
channel,
probably.
yeah. So like I was playing that with Christy, and I kind of think she's burnt out. So
Yeah.
we might just want to make that part of Spooptober month if we somehow finish this
I
game.
mean,
Though at the pace that I'm going
I
right
think
now,
that's pretty appropriate. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, we've always done a Resident Evil for Spooptober. Come on,
Yeah.
fucker, I see
Speaking of,
I see.
I didn't even realize this until today. There's a fucking Friday the 13th this month
Oh, really?
in October. It's next Friday.
Come on.
So come on, that's kind of like a second Halloween. I mean, I feel like we have free reign to like go out and dress up.
Right
If
in
it's
the
Friday the 13th.
dick. Right in the dick. Come on.
Joel is a murder machine. Oh yeah, that's kind of the persona we
There's-
gave him.
Isn't there a sprint button? There's not a sprint button in this game? Oh, come here.
No, there has to be a sprint button.
No
it's
scope.
not just clicking L3.
No scope.
Nice.
The
No,
nice
there
thing
is absolutely a sprint button because sometimes you have to run from these. Don't you remember when we had Tommy and we were just running the whole time and let him kill everything?
Yeah, but I kind of feel like it's contextual. I kind of feel like he goes like the speed he's supposed to go.
Huh. That'd be a little weird.
Okay, holding R1 is how I do the...
Okay, we'll bug him, Sparks.
Hopefully KJ will be able to play with you all. Yeah, I mean, I want to be respectful of her and Nick's space, but it would be nice to finish RE4.
Yeah. We could do a whole... I'm wondering, like... It's all these streamers putting their cameras on themselves as they play these scary games. I'm like, oh, maybe we get in on that action.
Yeah, you know, I don't mind doing video. Like, I don't know. I hate being by myself and doing video because I just feel stupid and I feel like I'm looking at myself. But if I got someone else on the screen with me, I could manage. I could deal with that.
Yeah. We could maybe play something we haven't played before.
Yeah, and I was kind of thinking about that anyways for book club. Like, how do... Because there's not going to be much visually going on there. I'm wondering if we should do cameras for book club when we get that started.
That's something I have to think about. Because I feel like sometimes I'll just be sitting there being like,
well, watch your own face. Make sure you're not being stupid. Check yourselves out. Oh, snap.
That's right.
My face has been revealed for a while, but yeah.
Yeah, I think my face. At least there's one picture of me. Like,
I've used a couple photos of you.
Two copies of God Hand.
I've used a couple photos of you on this channel. Like, there was also that horror one where, like, the joke was I was dead and you showed up. Do you remember that episode?
Wait, what? Yeah, but
it was
the picture?
It was with Nick, Faith, the Unholy Trinity.
Oh, yeah.
So there were two. There was like one at the beginning and one right at the very end. They were both like jump scares featuring Max.
Okay. Yeah. Well, wasn't I a kid in one of them? Okay.
No, that was me.
Oh, okay.
At the end of camp, whatchamacallit? The werewolf game.
The Quarry.
The Quarry, thank you.
Yeah. Camp something. Camp Crystal Lake
Camp
Quarry.
Renata. Marge! Is Lisa at Camp Renata? That was great.
That's true. Mata. I don't know if like...
Hello, Fada.
What kind of context would we see when Sparks? Would it be like a convention or something else?
Ooh, Sparks, you should join book club.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I mean, there's literally no limit to the number of people we could have in this book club. All it is just one more person to discuss it. Have any of you heard of GalaxyCon Columbus? I've not. But I also haven't lived in Ohio in
I feel like
years.
I've heard of a GalaxyCon, but I don't know if there's more than one.
Sparks would love to join book club.
Okay.
Sweet. First meeting is Sunday. Right here on Twitch.
You think you can knock that ladder down?
Think you can, do something useful, kid? All right. So for the rest of this episode, it's a speed run, Max. Don't let me do what I just did right now.
Oh, as far as like looking around and stuff? Yeah.
Well, no, I mean like when I'm super slow in combat and like playing it ultra conservative because I'm afraid. Don't let me do that.
Okay.
Because
stop being a fucking coward.
Because The Last of Us is a 12-hour game that I can easily extend into 25 because of like my cowardice.
Is that Ellie? Come on.
It's not Ellie. Toggle my fleshlight.
George, that's them. Sam!
They're gonna garnish my salary.
Over there. Sam!
Oh God, there's gotta be a sprint button. I am trying.
Sci-fi and Comic-Con. Okay. Oh, all right. When does that usually happen?
Ellie, get away from the door. Maybe if we push it together.
It's QT time.
Yep.
He what?
Oh, fucking kid.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh, wait, no, here we go. He's doing a good thing.
Well, hurry up then. All right, go.
All right, I gotta pause here and like figure out what the hell.
How to do stuff. December. Oh, that's interesting. I feel like I don't see a lot of cons in December.
Okay. Jump, climb, melee, crouch, and L1. Why is L1 sprint? What a stupid button.
That is stupid.
That's the last button I would hold to sprint.
I don't know why this is, but I've been like shying away from the bumpers. I don't know if it's because my hands are getting old and decrepit, but I do not like using the bumpers so much.
Well, so
And-
I'm usually the same way, but right now I like Final Fantasy 16 programmed me to hit R1 to dodge. And so like right now that is where I go to anytime I want to take like an evasive or blocking action is R1.
Yeah. I was just playing Bloodstained, and you have to, like, there's so many different kinds of quote-unquote shards, which are just souls. And so you got to use L1 and R1 for... I think L1 actually is maybe the backdash.
Okay.
And R1 is like a different kind of soul you could use. So, yeah. But when it's up to me, like if I'm just playing a Super Nintendo game, I totally go straight right away. I just change the bumpers L and R to the trigger L and R.
Why do I crouch?
Joel would have been such a good anarchist before
Absolutely.
the apocalypse. Really knows how to throw a Molotov. Oh, you just grazed his neck.
What neck? I don't see no neck.
There's something they did in the show, which was like, are they gonna actually expand on this, or is it gonna come into play ever again? And it's the whole touching the fungus in other places can alert them from a distance,
So
and
that's something they made up for the show, which I thought was
Yes.
a really good addition. So they took away some things and they
like the
added some
the
things.
air.
Yeah, like so the air in the show doesn't really do anything.
But actually,
because instead of
a lot of
breathing
the
it-
changes, it was like in the food.
Correct.
that's
Instead
what
of
the
breath,
theory
it was by ingesting it.
Yeah, and I thought that was really,
Or really,
like, kind of
basically,
realistic.
it gets into your bloodstream in any way. You're fucked, right? Because you get bitten in your, which is the same as the game.
Yeah,
So in that way, the show actually probably makes a little bit more sense.
that's what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah.
some of the changes they made. I was like, this actually kind of grounds in reality a little bit more.
Yeah, just a little bit. And like they like that fungus thing where like you step on one piece and it alerts the others. That's actually apparently a real thing.
Oh, it's how fungus works a lot of times. Fungus
Yeah.
is so interesting.
It is weird.
It just seems it's obviously alive, but how it grows just seems like so much like a natural phenomenon.
right.
Like, because they've studied fungus to like it takes the most efficient path, like in a maze, when it comes to getting resources or something. So
Right.
they've studied how it grows to make like the most efficient subway kind of plans and everything.
Uh-huh.
And
So-
it's like, huh.
Yeah. So real quick detour here. This part, there's so many freaking houses and rooms here that I could easily probably spend like the whole episode just raiding this place. I will try not to and just get.
But it looks like they put stuff
oh,
like
yeah.
there
in
for
every
you.
single house. Yes. So
That's
so
kind of
like,
cool.
Yeah, I'm going to try to be expedient, but I can't make any promises.
Isn't that right, Joel?
This is one of those parts that's meant to be like a little bit of downtime between action sequences.
Yeah.
I should probably craft.
Yeah,
How do
do
I
some crafting now.
craft?
Not that.
Is listening. There we go. Okay, I'm good on health kits, which is great. I'm actually pretty decent on health too. I didn't really, for as scared as I was of that encounter, I really didn't take a whole lot of damage.
I know. I didn't even see you take damage. Fungus is wild. Yeah, fungus is interesting.
Yeah, it's not flora, it's not fauna, it's outside the bounds of all natural reason. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
Kinda like
when
viruses.
we inevitably do succumb to a pandemic, it's going to be fucking mushrooms. Watch.
Oh yeah, they could cause us to fucking hallucinate too.
Yep,
Crazy.
like that's the other crazy thing. Like
siblings or whatever.
this is definitely science fiction, but it's not like entirely like ungrounded. Like all of a sudden an alien shows up and they make zombies out of their zappy rays. You know, it's there is a little bit of science in the science fiction here,
Yeah,
which I appreciate.
I forget what it's called, cryptis something, but the fungus that they mention in the show, at least, I don't know if they actually name it in the game. I mean, it does kind of weird shit
They
to
call
insects.
it spores, but I can't remember if they like give it an actual regular name here. By the way, I'm gonna check the audio real quick.
they chose a
Okay,
fungus.
audio's still in real time.
And which was kind of like they chose the right thing, because if you look at pictures of like insects that this fungus takes over, it basically looks like clickers. You know, just all the weird mushroom shit
it's creepy
bursting
shit.
out of their faces.
It is creepy shit. Oh, hey, one thing that I hated about the show, well, not hated, but like was a big downside for me. Right now we're in Pittsburgh, right, where we've met Harry and Sam.
Oh,
it was fucking Kansas City.
It wasn't Pittsburgh.
No, they cut out Pittsburgh. I mean,
yeah, that really sucks.
I don't even know why. It seems so arbitrary. I think from the director's point of view, it was like maybe easier to shoot Kansas City than it was.
So, I think that's what they explained.
Yeah, like Pittsburgh is too distinct. Like you can't really fake Pittsburgh, but like you get like any urban cityscape and it could be Kansas City.
Gotcha.
So, Ellie, you gonna go up there? No? Ellie? No? Okay. All right, fine. Moving on. Like I said, I'm gonna try not to waste a tremendous amount of time raiding.
All right.
But if I don't raid some, then I end up, missing out on like upgrade parts, which is not the best.
Yeah, can't have that.
Wait. Oh, there is something I can do. All right, come on, Ellie.
What happens after this section?
I don't want to spoil it. I mean, you really do.
That's
like
true.
The show is almost. I mean, they do take some liberties, and I think the places where they do take liberties, the show's stronger for it. Like it is a really, really good mix of a familiar story told in a slightly different way, just enough to keep things interesting.
Yeah, and they definitely. I'm glad they didn't, really play up, quote unquote, the zombies, the infected more. That it really was just like, okay, this is going to be a show a lot about relationships. And
that's the thing, like
and the state of the world.
I really feel like more than anything, that show captured the spirit of this game, which is exactly what you said. It's about the relationships between characters. Like everyone was super surprised, myself included, in episode 2 of the show where Ron Swanson shows up as Bill.
Oh yeah. I was just going to say.
Everyone is fucking sobbing their eyes out. And I mean, it was a beautifully done episode. It would have been a beautiful episode of any show, not just The Last of Us. It was just well written.
Yeah.
But at the same time.
And that is one of those parts, like you said, the show is stronger for changing it up a little bit.
Right. And so while I didn't expect it, I was not surprised that it showed up in The Last of Us. Because, I think for people who haven't played the game, they just assume, okay, Walking Dead, but
zombies.
With mushrooms. Yeah, exactly. Like, I've seen this before. The Last of Us is its own beast. It really is. It is not derivative of. Okay, now we're getting.
Yeah.
It is not derivative of zombieism in general.
And I had both. I had a coworker and my parents who kind of quit after episode 1, because episode 1 is kind of like that a little bit. It's like, but it's like setting up the apocalypse and everything, and that whole narrative.
Yes, it is.
But I had to convince both of them, like, no, you gotta get at least through episode 3. Like,
absolutely,
give it that much of a chance. And both of them finished it after that. They're like, oh shit, okay, it's actually getting really good. So, the coworker ended up not liking it so much, saying it was just a big downer, which is like, yeah, that's true.
That's also, I was gonna say,
that's fair.
Not a surprise.
And my parents ended up really liking it.
So I will say, like, you haven't finished 1 and you haven't touched 2 yet, right?
I agree, Sparks. Yeah, I have not touched 2, but a bit of 2 has definitely been spoiled for me.
Okay, so
I won't go into
both of them.
I will trying to give you pointers.
Both of them are relentlessly bleak. Oh God! I tried to block with R1. I failed.
Just Joel yelling that. I tried to block with R1.
What was I doing?
The hell was I thinking? What's R1? I don't know.
I don't know. I was trying something out. It didn't work. Shut up.
So my
but
nose is a little stuffy.
Oh yeah, dude, my allergies
have been
my allergies have been heinous. these last couple
People I
weeks.
know who have allergies, yeah, the last few weeks, ever since it started like raining a little bit more, like maybe that's just causing shit to bloom before
it is.
fall
Well,
gets
and
here.
it kind of jostles the leaves and gets all of the stuff off the trees, which is. But long term, it's actually better because it gets it all on the ground and out of the air.
Out of the air, yeah.
All right, let's see here.
Oop, okay. I'm officially out of cider, so.
Uh-oh.
Can't put up with much of your horse shit any longer.
Right. Oh, so going back to what I was going to say about the shows. I mean, nothing about either of these two games. I mean, it has some genuinely beautiful moments because of how hopeless everything is. Like those few moments of like, finding connections.
Finding life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It makes it that much sweeter. It really does. But holy crap, there is never a part of this game, or even more so in 2, where you feel like anyone in any given scene is safe. It's just
Yeah, it also makes it a little scary. That's just like this. Is, none of these good times are going to last, so just enjoy it while you can.
Exactly. Like it really does kind of dial the HBO anyone could die at any time kind of motif up to 11.
Yeah.
And again, I won't say anything more because it sounds like you have definitely been spoiled for at least part of the sequel.
Yeah.
But I also won't say because there's like the twist that I think there's about 20 more just like it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I definitely know it's like, well, yeah, I can't even get into anything, but bleak, yeah, and bleak in ways like you don't expect, I guess.
Yeah, well, and the other, so go ahead and say for me the spoiler that because I'm pretty sure everyone else who's played this series or cares to get
invested
invested in the series already knows. So what do you know?
So people who just typed in Last of Us game, who just came from the show and happened to hop on our channel, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so spoiler warning.
Also,
I'll put that in the episode. Spoilers.
Wee woo. Yeah, so I know Joel gets murdered.
Okay, yep.
And it's from the daughter of the doc. Well, that's at the end of this game. So
yeah, but, and you saw that in the show.
Yeah,
where he kills the doctor.
But I think some of the stuff that's surprising to people is just like how dark it gets for Ellie, and like what she starts doing.
Fuck.
And
let's get the fuck out of there.
This was still when this game came out in 2013. That was still, man, games were a little different back then.
They were, and it's weird to think about that.
When they're like far away in this game, the humans are kind of really scary in this game. And when they're like far away trying to snipe at you, they're saying shit like, "Oh, you're hiding behind that. That ain't gonna fucking work." It's like, shut up.
Right?
You're not supposed to know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you shut your damn mouth. All right, they all saw me come in here, so some of them are gonna come up. At least one of them's coming up this staircase and is going to get got.
But...
Yeah, so stealth is a little bit broken in this game, at least when you're fighting humans, because because you have this superpower that I'm demonstrating where you can see them through walls, and they cannot see me behind this desk. This guy has no idea what's fucking coming.
Yeah, he has like the worst glaucoma.
You'll never see it coming. When Joe hits your head in with a baseball bat, you'll never see it coming.
Oh, jeez.
When he blows your head off with his
takes your eye
hand cannon.
Blows your fucking brains out and then you die.
I forgot what grab is. I meant to grab that guy, but instead I just bashed his skull in. So let's go back to the control. Yep. I mean, it worked. It got the job done.
It got the job. Sometimes
triangle. Interact.
The plan falls through, Ellie. You gotta think of a new plan.
You gotta think on your feet sometimes, Ellie.
You gotta be really resourceful. There's many ways to kill a man.
The world's not gonna throw you a rope. You're not gonna throw it a rope. Shit!
Oh wow, he really took his time with that grenade.
Did you see that?
At the top of the stairs. What an asshole.
Molotov me like some kind of punk. Oh shit!
Wow. God, look at that guy running right up.
Down the stairs you go. God, I have not been ready for any of these guys. Is that the last of them? The last of him? Roll credits. Boy, Joel, that's a head wound you got there. Shit.
Yeah.
Those 4K PS4 graphics.
You did get bashed a few minutes ago.
Multiple times by multiple objects. You are not wrong. Dude, they're showering me in hand cannon bullets. This is nice. I better get away from that window. The sniper can absolutely see you through windows, and he will take advantage.
Ugh.
This part is tricky if you're careless. Like if you've been playing this as a run and gun, you're gonna have a bad time at this part. Like
this is one of those learning segments.
well, and the thing is though, like the game rewards you for mixing it up. Like so like my style of play, which is creeping along slowly in a crouch position, works really well for this part. Because you're dealing with a fucking sniper. But in other parts, you know, where it's all out action, you can't go slow. Like they will immediately get ground on you and devour you. Well, like stealth tends to work better for human opponents. But yeah,
that makes sense. So definitely a game where they let you excel in both.
Correct.
You kind of have to.
All right, I think I'm out of his line of fire at this point, but.
Yeah, as far as the running and gunning, there were definitely some parts that
they see me.
You will die very quickly.
They know I'm here.
Not here.
Or do they? Or do they? You gonna come down the alley, punker? Why did you do that, Joel? Alright, I think this is the building he's in.
Well, who are you talking to?
He's up there. Okay. He's up there. Uh-oh. See what? What do you see? The fuck do you see?
See anything. Hippie beads. The ultimate defense.
Oh god, they know.
They're so noisy.
Alright, so that
Joel is just like a total, like, MAGA or something.
Oh god, fucking hippies.
Can't go through these fruity things.
Right? We already went through MAGA Man.
That's true. Well, one of them was on our side. He's pretty cool.
Go to Satan. Go to Satan. Close your eyes. Anyone else in this house?
There's no afterlife is the last thing he whispers to him.
Say hello to nothing for me. Oh, God. As if it weren't bleak enough. Right?
Turned this man dark.
Right? Joel was like one of those Texas Christians, like really, really devout. That's his whole character arc.
He had so much more to lose. So much more to lose faith in.
Oh, don't tell me I got the wrong house. Oh, nope, I think this is it.
You got the wrong guy.
Okay, yeah, he's going to jump me. Yep, there's the sniper rifle. He's going to jump me from this door here, so I got to be ready for that.
Wait, where? Oh, okay.
There it is. He's got a knife. You brought a knife to a Joel fight. That was your mistake. Okay, now weirdly...
This dude was talking a lot of shit.
Right. Now weirdly, this part sucks a little bit worse than that sniper sequence, because I gotta fucking stay on these guys. Right in the dick. Okay, there's my friends.
Which, by the way, another very tense part of the show. They did this scene very well.
Yes. Oh my gosh, they married this to the part where they killed Karen, right? The Karen lady?
Yeah.
Mega Karen?
I can't remember her name, but yeah.
She was Karen.
I feel like she was in what do you call it?
Oh, I'd never seen her before.
Or something.
Oh, really? I don't remember that.
Maybe. I could be wrong. I feel like she's been in something. But...
Yeah, I mean, everyone has been in something. Well, but I mean, like everyone in an HBO series. They cherry pick the best actors from other series.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And usually they'll put them in roles that you wouldn't expect, like Ron Swanson as Bill or Nick Offerman.
Yeah, seriously, which he fucking nailed.
Oh my god, that was, and even in 2022, it took balls to go for a role like that, like where everyone sees you as like this macho, like man's man to take on a.
I mean, like Ron Swanson, basically.
Yeah, right. Like
it's probably his most known role.
What's the best way to get out of? But if you ever watch that show, even Ron Swanson was. They sort of broke norms with him too, which was cool.
Yeah.
Like occasionally had him act in ways you wouldn't expect. But again, though, like I think for a lot of folks who just don't really care about that and just think of him as like woodworking, gun-toting, manly man. To have him like start off like where you figure in the show, oh, that's exactly the same character he's gonna be, right?
Oh yeah, for the first 20 minutes,
like the first scene where he gets his guns, and he's like, "I'm ready. You're gonna come for me,
you jackboot fucks."
Right? Yeah, exactly. You figure he's gonna like wear his "Don't Tread on Me" cape, flag as a cape, and then I don't know what to do.
There
with
we
it.
go.
Give it a flat tire.
These are the parts where you can't sneak around when you're on the ground dealing with that shit.
Right. Who's a motherfucker now? Who's a motherfucker now? But yeah, so to go from that and kind of take that sort of role, and then just have it not only like an openly gay character, but like one that is appearing in a video game show, and is just done in such a compassionate and I don't even know how to describe that episode. Just tender way in the middle of a zombie apocalypse show. It's, that took balls, and kudos to Nick Offerman for doing it. Come on, poke your head out.
Love is such a big theme in The Last of Us, of course, and it's just like, that episode was to show that could still kind of flourish in a way, and this kind of setting was just really beautiful.
A move that would not surprise anybody who's played The Last of Us, but fuck this guy.
But that's probably not most of the people watching this HBO show.
Exactly.
That ended up getting a lot of hype. Oh, jeez.
Got him. And then you get moments like that.
Sweet.
But yeah, I mean, that was...
It was Sparks.
It really was
He was a softie.
Yeah, for sure. And Ellie gives me the finger. Yeah, that episode was definitely a highlight of the show, and it was just it was so different from the way that arc played out in the game. That you fucker. Oh crap! Who do I save? Who do I kill?
I was about to say, like, no matter how fast you do.
But you know the truth, don't you, Max?
Yeah.
He's not fine. The narrator cuts in, but he wasn't fine.
But he was not fine.
Damn, now I'm nailing him.
Yeah, what the heck? But also, geez, there's a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't get them all. I think you just get a few, and the game rewards you by going to the next scene. Am I supposed to... Yeah, okay, there we go. It does it for me.
Okay.
Oh, God. I am in way...
Time to go.
Joel just has a moment of clarity. I'm in way over my head here. The fuck was I thinking?
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Oof.
Yeah,
so
that's
I had
my...
some nasal surgery yesterday.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me about that. How'd that go?
Yeah. I mean, it went fine. They didn't numb me up enough on my right side, but it was fine.
Okay, so it turned out okay.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. The craziest part was actually getting some of the, like, I think, like, I know there's some bone under your turbinates, and I think, probably some cartilage bits,
Yeah.
but they're yanking some of that out.
Oh shit.
So it's
dude.
not like a total. It's not a total reduction, but it's a little bit of a reduction by.
But there's less of you than there was yesterday.
And so they're like cutting at this. They're like, what do you call it? Basically sticking these prods in and basically like burning it so that it scars up and everything and dries out. And so after a couple of weeks, it's a big part of it's gonna fall out.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of this before. Very stuffy
right now.
I've heard of this before, actually. A friend of mine in high school got that same thing done.
Oh, nice.
I didn't realize that's what you were doing. Okay. I mean, he said it worked out great. Like, his sinuses were excellent after that. But
yeah. So, and I've been dealing with this for a while, but it's just gotten worse when I'm using the CPAP.
Okay.
And sometimes it just makes it hard to use because I feel like I can't breathe,
Oh, that sucks, man.
And I could fix that with a vasoconstrictor like Afrin, but you cannot use that shit for very long.
Dude, you just unlocked a really random memory I have from like, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago. I had a fucking dream where I was being waterboarded.
Oh no!
And
that's terrible.
It got like, I don't know. I must have been watching maybe this show or something.
Yeah.
And I don't know. For some reason, it was just like a fucking nightmare where I was.
Yeah.
Like they had me, and it wasn't like traditional waterboarding. They put the cloth over your face for some reason. Like I was in this machine, and they kept on like lowering this like helmet over my face, and it like plugged my nose. And then like they would slap their hand over my mouth. And I was like, oh fuck, like I don't have the information.
Scary as hell, dude.
And so like I woke up for a second thinking this was really happening, and like I think like what had happened was like I turned sideways and like buried my face in a blanket or something like that. And so for a second I'm like, oh fuck, like I think I woke Sarah up.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Yeah. Like I'm not prone to like really intense dreams or like really vivid nightmares. I think my mental health, at least while I'm sleeping, is pretty good. But like that was not a good one. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I've definitely the past couple of years when I'm sleeping at a hotel or we're on vacation or something like that, I tend to have nightmares, even if I sleep over at my parents' house.
Oh, where it's just not your bed?
I tend to have a nightmare. Yeah, that must be it.
I get really stupid dreams, Like, maybe not nightmares, but you're right. I have that same phenomenon where I'm in a different bed, like in a different location. And so my dreams end up kind of wonky whenever I'm in a hotel.
Yeah. And for me, it's like I usually wake up screaming, either because it was a super scary dream, or sometimes at the end of the dream, I'm getting mad at something or someone, and I start yelling, and then I wake up yelling. It's just like,
that's when all the racial slurs come out. That would suck.
Oh my god,
you're just like a dream racist. Like you're appalled with yourself. It's like, what the hell? Where is this coming from?
Oh shit. Sweating. I have a gun there. Just what have I?
Oh shit. Yeah, no, I know
I'm
what
pretty
you're talking
congested.
About. Okay.
I'm pretty congested, but it's like it'll be this way for maybe a couple weeks, and then once I'm supposed to flush my nose like 3 times a day. So
like
that's fun.
Neti pot or
basically it's like a nasal lavage.
Oh, okay.
So kind of like a neti pot. The same deal. You're basically pushing, distilled water with some salt in it up one nostril and it comes out the other. So
yeah. Oh shit, Sparks! I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Sleep paralysis. Oh my god.
Sleep paralysis. I've never had like a really traumatic instance of it. Like people sometimes describe, like where you wake up and you're aware of everything in the room and you just can't move a single muscle.
That sounds terrible.
One time. And I think this was less sleep paralysis and more just sleeping like an idiot. Like I was in college and like I was way too trashed to drive home. And so I just slept on someone's couch. And it wasn't a couch. It was just a love seat. And so like I propped my arm up as a pillow and like I must have like just laid on it wrong. And so when I woke up, like I could not open my hand. Like it was really upsetting for a minute.
Screw it.
Oh, this part sucks, man.
Really? Gotta get you all right.
No, I'm not fucking all right.
Sam.
Oh, I hate this.
Gotta stay.
And here we are, right back to relentlessly bleak.
Yeah.
Get that gun from me,
I
okay?
mean, did the right thing, but yeah.
This is your fault.
The acting in this game is so fucking good. Like, as
It
good as the
is.
show.
Henry. Henry,
Like,
no.
part of it is, you know,
Oof.
yeah, I know. Part of it is PS5 graphics, but the other part is like it was every bit as impactful on the PS3 because like the mocap they do, like they really drilled it into the actors to like sell this performance. Like the way that Joel like wouldn't make eye contact with him when the gun was pointed at him, like that's just like a really
they were acting
human,
it out basically.
Yeah, that was like just a really human way to react to danger. Is just like be submissive.
Yeah.
Even when
Yeah,
clearly
exactly.
he is not a submissive dude.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
just like how people would act.
Yeah, right. Like little details
in that situation.
Yeah, which you just don't see in that many video games, like or even action movies, right? Like or action genre. Like he like in an action movie, he would have gone for the gun and like pried it from his hand, right? Like which could not work ever.
And they're going for realism more in the game, so you see it more these days. But when this came out, like the acting was just such a step above everything.
You're right.
Else.
We
and it was the same way Uncharted 2 was when that dropped. You know,
we have seen it a lot more in games within the last 10 years. But you're right. This paved the way for sure. And you know, even though this is the remake, it's still like a 1-to-1 capture of the original. Like they haven't changed any game details. They've just made it look even better somehow.
Yeah. It makes me feel, because I have seen a lot of this game, and it makes me feel like how it was with the PS3. You know, how I remember it almost. I'm
which is
very
crazy.
aware that the graphics are a million times better.
Yeah, like have you watched like a side-by-side comparison of the remake to the original? Like, so when this came out, I was thinking I was in the crowd of really, like, out of all the games you could have remade, this one, like, does it really need
again? You
a
just
remake?
did a remaster.
Well, yeah, and I'm like, I would look at the original trailers, and I'm like, that's what it looked like already. What's the upgrade here? But then I looked at some side-by-side footage with like the PS3 scenes right next to the PS5 scenes.
Oh yeah,
and
it's very different.
I bought it that day. I was like, oh shit. Like, for one, it's just an excuse to experience it again. But then, two, like, you know, this PS5 has been out for going on 3 years. That is insane.
Yeah.
And you still don't have all that many exclusives that really show off its power yet. Which is kind of stupid when you think about it.
I mean, it's crazy what it could do. It's like...
It is. Like, and when a game actually shows that off, it's ridiculous. Like... FF16.
I'm wondering how Spider-Man 2 is going to be.
Oh man, I am so pumped for Spider-Man 2. FF16 is not by any means like the most graphically impressive game I've ever played, but you can tell there are parts of the game, like set pieces, that were specifically built to show off something that was not possible on the PS4. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I would send you pictures of like some of the environments in that game, which
you would when you'd see the scale of it.
Yeah, and it's not open world, but like the environments are massive, and the detail in like the foliage and like kind of the natural surroundings is just phenomenal. Like, you remember the infamous like door to Cloud's apartment in FF7 remake?
Oh yeah.
There is none of that in 16. The parts where the graphics fall short in 16 are all with the NPC character models.
Oh, okay.
Like when you accept a side quest from someone, they go into like that Skyrim kind of talking where like they're standing still and like they're waving their arms occasionally and they're just flapping their gums.
Like
at you.
mocap.
Yeah.
It's not complete mocap.
It's not mocap at all for some characters.
No, it's not.
Like all the main cut scenes are just unreal how well animated they are. But like the yeah, like accepting side quests and stuff like that, you get some really, like, think Final Fantasy X. You remember like some of the like jerky animations?
That's exactly
and
what
like
I think of.
throwaway scenes. Like, it honestly is kind of
because it was so jarring how good it looked.
Yes.
in the good scenes, you know?
And it's even more so in this instance. It is exactly that. Imagine for a moment if like a PS2 game came out in 2023 and that is how jarring some of those scenes in 16 are. But it is a all things being equal, it is a beautiful game, and
definitely
very
looks
much worth
and
playing.
the particle effects and stuff with the fighting too. It's just the amount of things on screen,
right? Like the shading, the colors, like, you know, and it is a much darker Final Fantasy, both, you know, in narrative and in graphical style, but it feels really, that was sexy, man. That was beautiful.
Wait, did you hear me kind of blowing through my nostrils?
Yeah, I did.
I was like, was that sexy, Joel? Okay, let me blow my nose real quick.
No, you're fine. Go for it. You got to do what you got to do. Get on here, Ellie. Oh God, that sounds awful.
So it's still.
That sounds horrible, man. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. It's blood tinged.
Oh
but
God.
I was just like popping a blood leak, you know, every once in a while yesterday. Much better today.
That's good.
But it's just that paradoxical kind of my nose is running all the time and it feels dry. Like, so that kind of sucks, but it'll get better with time.
Oh yeah, it always does.
And if I ever pop a nosebleed, I actually am supposed to use Afrin.
Yeah.
But no, it's been pretty good today. I'm just supposed to keep it moisturized like all the time. Oh.
Okay. You know, I know there's
it'll be okay. Those
collectibles down there, but I don't want it. Yeah. Shit. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So 16. It like when it comes out on PC, or if you do pick up a PS5, definitely get it. Like, I can't say enough good about it.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, there are some like really fucking like wooden PS2 animations parts of that game, which are just it's almost hilarious, like, because you get like ultra detailed Clive talking to like this cardboard cutout man. it's funny. And it's not like they're like ultra low resolution or anything. Like the polygons are there, the textures are there. It's just
That's too small.
it's just the animations are canned, and like you can absolutely tell that when something was added like a month before the game was due to be released, and they needed some more content.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Hey, look, he's having the conversation that we're having. Sometimes, Elliot, things get shitty, and you gotta move on. Every once in a while, some guy comes at you with a shiv, but you've got a shiv in your pocket, so you shiv him in the neck, and you take his and you take his shiv. It's just the world we live in, Ellie.
It's shiver be shivved, Ellie.
Shiver be shivved.
Never forget.
Sometimes to send a message, you gotta shove the shiv up his pee hole. That's just the world. It's a dark world, though.
If I starve, you're responsible.
If you ever feel that things are getting real tough, there's a warmth in your face, and you feel like your eyes are getting misty, well, that's the devil.
That's the devil. You gotta
shut that shit down real quick.
Swallow real hard. Lock that shit away.
Oh, poor Joel. He's trying.
Sparks shiver me timbers. That pit you feel in your stomach, that's how you know the emotion is dying. That's good.
It's good.
That's good. It's good.
Treasure that feeling.
You fucking cherish that shit. Oh, Joel, man, what happened to you? What didn't
I like the idea of Joel trying to do right by Ellie, but he's just being
doing so
totally
wrong.
Horrible.
Right, about everything. Like, nothing he says is even remotely right.
So,
oh God, go
but
on.
I think since the last time we talked, at least on stream, and I don't think we've talked about this at all either. At least since then, they've had like gameplay demos of 7 Rebirth.
Yeah, it's looking good.
You know, having like streamers and stuff play it.
Yeah,
and you've got like some impressions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it overall is like remake. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can only say so many times. I just have serious doubts about like Zach and like the stuff that wasn't part of the original. You know,
Yeah,
and, you know,
yeah,
like
me too.
I know another part of it is they're trying to marry.
Hey.
Yep, there's his brother, Tommy. They're trying to marry what happens in the remake with like the kind of expanded FF7 universe. But I hated the expanded FF7 universe.
So
like,
did I.
Advent Children was okay. Other than that, it was shit. Like
it was a cool action thing with your
characters
that you like.
Yeah, I take that back. Crisis Core was fine because all it did was just give a little more background to what was already there. Like,
but at the same time, it made Zack more the hero, and I feel like it really undercut what Cloud did.
It did. Well, like unintentionally, like because it ended the right way. It ended with Zack dying and Cloud picking things up, which is exactly right. But they made Zack so likable that people were like, "Oh, maybe there should be like a side story where he is the real hero. Like, what if Zack lived?" And that's what they're doing now. It's like,
and that's what they're doing. Yeah.
No, like what made his character so great was that he died. I mean,
that's what made the end of that game like fucking amazing. It was just
oh my god, Gacked.
His self-insert character.
Yep. Fuck Gacked. Also, fuck that like little cabal of like mini Sephiroths that Vincent has to kill. Ugh. That Dirge of Cerberus was the worst of the worst, but none of it was particularly good.
Yeah.
Except Crisis Core. Crisis Core, I'll give a solid 7 out of 10 and just leave it at that.
Okay, yeah. It had some, what do you call it, overacting and stuff.
Oh, yeah, but what Final Fantasy
this was in the...
Well, 16 doesn't.
This was in the time of FF10 and everything, so...
Dude.
Yeah.
I don't know how much
and also FF12 was not overacted at all. It was
12
somehow perfectly acted.
You know, the further away I get from FF12, the more I realize that could very well be my favorite Final Fantasy if I wasn't so keen on the SNES.
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
I get you.
And
it was like ahead of its time a bit. That's true. Jesus Christ. I mean, I think we're farther from 12 than we were from like 6 when 12
came out.
Actually,
yeah, you're exactly right.
We definitely are.
Yeah, it was only 10 years or so, give or take. Now it's close to 20. Oh god.
Now we're at 17 right now. Jesus Christ.
I know, man. That's a mind fuck. When you think of like games that you remember like looking at thinking, how are the graphics ever going to get better than this? Are now like 20 years old.
Again, and even like Last of Us, 10 years old now, and I remember that just being like, it still looks good, you know.
And it does.
And, at least from an artistic point of view, sometimes I look at like the clickers and stuff in the PS3 version and be like, they almost look scarier sometimes.
Yeah, because of like how rigid they are. Yeah. Sorry about that, everybody. I managed to kill the stream by accident. This is why I do need one of those.
Very copyrighted happened.
Those Stream Deck things that Elgato makes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
overpriced
as hell for what it is.
I always think they look stupid, but you know, every once in a while it would be nice just to start everything with the press
hit a
of
button.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Programming buttons. It's pretty cool, but
like I wonder how creative you can get with that too. Like if I could switch like audio signals and stuff, like the whole setup that we have to do here so that you can hear the game. Like if I could do that with the press of a button, that'd be really nice.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
Just hotkey.
If they ever go on sale, I usually see them for what, like $100, right?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at one in a while. Oh, fuck that, dude. Put that away.
Oh man.
You put that feeling away.
Right.
I said I'm good.
We're joking, but that's literally what he's doing sometimes.
Yeah. Seriously.
I need to talk to you.
Oh man. Yeah. So 16. I don't know how much I've shared with you, like my overall thoughts. Yeah. Sorry about that, Sparks. My overall thoughts of the game with you, but I wept multiple times during that game. Like I had to pause it and just be like, oh god. And there were like moments where like the story was legitimately heart-wrenching, but then also like
not hitting you in a different way, like at this time of your life kind of thing.
Yes.
Sometimes just
and that's honest. Too. That was it too, because every once in a while, like
having some bing bong moments or something.
Yes, like the game will like kind of deviate into a tribute to the whole series of Final Fantasy. And like when it does that, like it's impossible not to like if you grew up with this and like for you and me, you know, this was our series, you know.
Yeah.
And it is impossible not to feel something whenever like they play the series fanfare and
oh yeah. I have to imagine it's like, I don't think something like this could exist. I know there's like Square Enix land or whatever in Japan, but if there was like some Final Fantasy themed theme park or something that opened,
there's a Final Fantasy themed bar.
Yeah.
Or cafe.
There's some themed things. But if it was like a whole thing like Super Nintendo Land is, like, I don't know if I'll ever have something like that in my life where I'm so much of a fan of something that I just like would be so struck with the moment, you know, and just be
like
that emotional.
how like hardcore Harry Potter fans feel when they step into Hogwarts.
I was literally about to say
Diagon
that.
Alley.
Like, when Addie was a big Harry Potter fan,
yes,
on her honeymoon, it's going to Hogsmeade, and having the train there and everything. Oh my God,
that had to be cool.
Emotional.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm actually
Diagon Alley was cool too.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty sure Michael is gonna have one of those moments when we take him to Super Nintendo Land.
Oh my God!
Like he is so like he's. You know, it's beautiful to see like the mind
that looks
just steals their drugs and pockets. Yoink!
He's been here for 5 minutes. He's being such an asshole.
He's taking all the drugs.
Just see. He can't help just see how he can use people.
Right, he empties all the medicine cabinets. He goes into like this little kid's pantry of snacks and like takes everything. I need this.
This is poison. I'm helping you.
Right. Coming through. Yeah, but like Michael, like all of like he's still in that age of life where you know, kind of like
there's a lot of wonder.
Well, yeah, but like also learning the distinction between reality and fiction. So like the question that he always asks me whenever he sees a video, and he watches constant videos on YouTube of Super Nintendo Land because he's so excited to go.
Oh, that's awesome.
And his question is always, look, Mario's real. Daddy, Mario's real there? Bowser is real there? And so I'm just like, fuck it. Yeah, they're real.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because in his mind, for a 5-year-old, like you can't tell him something he can see and feel and interact with isn't real. I mean,
yeah.
But like, yes, Mario's a pretend character, but that'll come later. You know, like right now, it's just, yes, buddy, we're gonna go see the real Mario, and he goes, oh my God,
that's awesome.
And Princess Peach,
I remember
do you think I can
way.
give her a hug? And I'm like, yes, buddy, she will love if you give her a hug. I know.
I mean, hey, that's true. Adorable. I mean, the people who are doing that most of the time are like thrilled to be doing it, honestly. I mean, yeah, of course they get hot. And it's like, it can be tough, but
you get a fucking
I think about like Disney
kid
World,
like Michael, you know,
and like all day, you're like making these kids years. You know, they're gonna remember that.
Yeah, like
they'll still have a faint memory of it.
Yes, it's gonna be like one of their first memories. You know, it's like what was that movie? Bing Bong.
I don't. Inside Out.
Inside Out. Yeah, it's a core memory, you know. Like,
it's a core memory, yeah.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, that is adorable. Michael's adorable.
I know, I love that kid so much, and Connor too.
And I remember being like
Connor's
6 years old, and thinking like we were gonna put these soda bottles with Mentos in them. And tape them to the bottom of a treehouse, and we were going to actually take off, and it was going to be okay and not dangerous.
Fine. Yeah, everything's fine.
Like you could just believe in stuff like that. That's cool.
Oh yeah, but yeah, no, I love his little questions like that. He goes, "Daddy, he's real. That's Bowser's real castle." I'm like, yeah, buddy, it is Bowser's real castle. He saw this video of
they're based off of
the Mario Kart ride, and like, I don't think he blinked for the whole 10-minute video.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, so that's gonna be a riot.
They got families too. Tommy, I need this.
Tommy, god damn it!
He didn't. Did he drop the bomb about Ellie already?
But I ain't taking that girl off your hands.
I think he's about to.
This is how you gonna repay me.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
For all those goddamn years I took care of us. Took care. That's what you call it? I got nothing but nightmares.
They changed his brother a little bit in the show too, didn't they? And I'm trying to remember how. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing, right?
Maybe
Like he joined
a little bit.
Did he join the Fireflies in the show?
Oh, he did. That's right.
Okay. Okay.
But you know what? I think like that was like a weird story that they like dropped because like
You don't learn
he
the whole
wasn't
thing.
a Firefly when they got there. He wasn't a Firefly.
Correct, and it's the same here. Like he joined the Fireflies and he left.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't remember though in the show if they did that still.
Whoa!
Sucks to be that guy.
Sucks to be him.
Come on, let's pop that pretty little head off. Come on, damn.
Wow, Joel. What are you made out of, man?
God, what is this guy made
Also,
out of?
it looked
Soldier
like
of
he
the
did
Year.
have a bulletproof vest on.
Yeah.
Wait, now who are these
There we
people? I don't
go.
remember this.
Oh, these are just raiders.
Oh, okay.
These are just
they just have
a
like
different
SWAT
series
type
of
gear.
bandits.
I
Yeah.
was like, look, I got a gold bar for a second. I was like,
Let's heal the
just a
fuck up.
golden brick. Rub some herbs
we
into that bullet wound in your head.
Yep. Just wrap it. It'll be fine. I really don't
Can't
want
let your emotions get the best of you in situations like this, Ellie. You'll bleed out faster.
Now what you're gonna see, this guy's gonna beg. Don't let that get to you. You pull his teeth out and you move on.
You might even learn to enjoy it.
That's okay.
It's not. You do what you got to do.
It's okay to have a little fun. They're not people. It's important to remember that. They're here to support you. Your story, Ellie. It's about you.
It's about you.
Oh wow, I almost tried to like jump across those.
Oh,
as though
like
we're
do
Jedi.
some Uncharted shit here.
Well, yeah, or specifically Jedi Survivor, which is exactly it's
gotcha.
Star Wars meets Uncharted. I don't know if you've played those, either one of them.
I haven't played any of the Star Wars games. I have very limited experience with Uncharted.
Okay. But yeah, no, Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor are just Uncharted meets Star Wars.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, okay, EA
Show me that
finally.
pretty head.
Well, wait, who was the company? I know they're EA, but they're like under EA.
Oh shit!
Respawn, right? Because they did. What's that free-to-play game? It's a battle royale.
What?
Apex Legends.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Oh,
There
maybe
we
maybe
go.
you just suck.
No, his head was just on there pretty tight.
It's just. Yeah, they released Apex Legends and Jedi. Whoa.
I saw his
And
friend
Fallen
there.
Order in the
I knew I
same
was on
year.
borrowed time.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
you better be
Just
scared.
outed yourself.
Ooh.
Oh. Right in the spaghetti-o.
Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. Are you guys on my side? Yeah, you guys are on my side.
Am I gonna have to kill somebody here? Good.
Ellie, every once in a
That's what I
while,
thought.
you'll take a shot and you'll be rewarded with a really good blood squirt. Isn't that fucking cool? Like that guy right there. Look at him squirm. Ooh, shit. Got a hold of me.
That
was a
looked like a
shotgun.
death blow.
Looked
Thought you were
like.
gonna get to the floor and bleed
No,
out.
that's okay. It's Joel. Shit. Damn. Fuck you, Steve Austin.
You guys see anything? We got him. Let's get to the bridge.
Tommy! Bandits! They're breaking into the building!
Now, Ellie, it's really important that when you're done,
Banditos.
you do a sweep through the room and you put an extra bullet in them just to make sure.
Maria.
Sometimes they play dead. You can tell, though. You can tell. The funny part is when you don't let them know you know.
If they ain't shitting and pissing themselves, or just put another bullet in them just to make sure.
Just to be sure. You should always smell it as well as see it. Oh, God, Joel.
Smell their mess when you end their life.
I'm going to show you what's called
It's
the top.
disgusting, really. how they die.
How
Fucking
pathetic,
sickens me.
right? Ellie, I'm gonna show you what's called the Tomahawk maneuver. It's where you take a tomahawk and you hit him with it. Don't let anyone tell you it's barbaric.
That's what?
Barbaric. It's a messed up world we live in. This guy's gonna get the tomahawk. How fucking terrified must he be just seeing Joel slow? He doesn't have a gun. He's got an axe and he's just getting closer and closer. He kills your friend.
At that point I'd be running, not shooting.
He kills your friend and then he takes his axe back out. He knows. He has
plenty of ammo, but he wants to finish it with the axe.
How else will they know it was the tomahawk maneuver? Oh, don't shoot him. I'm gonna tomahawk him. Oh, he got me.
What did?
Boy, he had a long time to take his shot. I think that was suicide by Joel.
Yeah, maybe that was a inconvenient time to find his humanity right there.
What have I been doing all these years? He's just a
few
man.
inches away from a tomahawk.
He's just a man like me. And Joel just thinks of him as tomahawk fodder.
And I took that personally, Ellie.
I didn't like that. That was some horseshit. Looked at me like I was just some punk ass bitch, Ellie. That's how I zoom in. X. It was X all along. Is this guy my friend?
That's
yeah,
some
he's my
bullshit.
Friend. Yeah, I know. The control scheme in this game
totally
is a little
reversed.
Weird.
The PS3 and PS2 era, it was always zoom in with the triggers and hit something like square
Correct.
to shoot.
I kept hitting
And
R3 to try to zoom in, but here it is definitely not that.
The triggers are usually the trigger for the guns now.
Mm-hmm.
Which, okay, I get. Especially if they want to use that fancy PS5 DualSense technology.
Yeah, right. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I know it's overpriced nonsense. I kind of want the DualSense Edge.
Oh, the Edge?
Like if I ever just have some found money and like have $200 burning a hole in my pocket, that thing looks really cool. Got him.
Yeah, it does.
Tagged him, Ellie. Did you see that one? He's running away. I got him.
I hate that part of the selling point is it'll never drift. It's like they never used to.
Yeah, that was never a problem until you manufactured it.
I have not had that. People say they're having those issues on the Xbox and PlayStation controllers now. On my PS4 controllers, I have my original from, when did we get that? 2015?
Dude, the PS4 controller
fine.
may have been the best controller ever designed.
Oh, really?
I think so.
I mean, I like it. I think something unfortunate. The battery life is pretty bad on it.
Yeah, but just from a design place, like the way it molds to your hand, like I like the PS5 controller a lot. I feel like it lost just a little bit of its hand feel, but then I also have smaller hands than some like really giant Game Boys, you know.
I think when I first started using the DualShock 4, I would have disagreed with you. That I was like, nah, PS3 is probably the best controller. But no, definitely the shape of the with the trackpad and everything, I definitely got used to it. The triggers felt super nice. The back of them, is like that matte, so that your hands aren't slipping off of it and stuff. That's a good controller.
It really was, yeah. Like the PS4 is probably my favorite controller.
Yeah, it is what I prefer. Like, I feel like objectively,
like the moment
controller for the Switch is probably better, but I personally
really
like the DualShock 4.
Yeah,
that like when I'm playing on the Steam Deck, it's the DualShock 4.
Like, like the Switch Pro, it like has the buttons have just the right amount of click, and everything is in the exact right place, but it's just the hand feel of the PS4. Like the moment that I was the exact opposite from you. Like I was kind of skeptical going into it, but like the moment that I held it, like I knew immediately that this was the controller.
Yeah. Yeah, the Pro Controller, I actually kind of like the heft. It's a little kind of heavy almost. Like, definitely heavier than the DualShock 4. Ooh.
I like how he's letting his friend get shot and then taking that as a chance to get up. Ellie, look, he's crying. I made him cry. See that? Pretty cool, huh? Sometimes they'll
Piece of shit was using his friend. But you can learn from that, Ellie. I kind of respect that.
Sometimes they'll pee before they're dead.
God.
That's how you know you got to him.
That's hitting what I like to call the Joel mark.
The Joel mark. That's the Joel standard is what that is.
Yeah, but you'll get there. Don't worry.
Don't worry. It'll come in time.
They were coming in from every direction. The Marines.
I know, it was so fucking awesome. Joel's just like nothing but like this
Listen, hey.
violence-propelled alpha male. Ellie knows how to make a grown man cry. Yes, she does. You'll see her do that multiple times before this game's over.
Absolutely. You tell him to go find somebody else. Do you have any idea how many men we lost here today?
What's that all about?
I don't know, bitching and moaning. Women stuff, right?
Wow.
Joel. What? What'd I say?
What'd I say?
We'll talk about it later.
You know, another funny thing that I've noticed, like completely random, but we were talking a little bit about like,
One fuck up and then I turn into one of those.
kind of the way FF16 can sort of tug at your heart strings by like, you know, just different seasons of life and like how things change and everything, but Final Fantasy's still good. One thing about this game that I've noticed is like when I first played it, like you said, 10 years ago,
Anything at all happens to him, it's on you.
I looked at the character of Joel and I thought, man, what a rugged old dude. I wear shirts like that, and my beard is getting those flecks of gray like that. I just realized that.
I like
10
the
years.
flecks of gray. It's
I don't.
It's cool.
It's a reminder
no?
that I will one
It's
day
sexy.
die.
Come on.
I don't know. But like 10 years ago, I wouldn't have been caught dead in a plaid shirt. They're fucking comfortable, and they look nice both in the office and outside. It's great.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
Sparks, you're an old dude. I really fucking am. It sucks. And don't get me wrong, like I understand Joel is 50 and I'm in my mid 30s.
Yeah. But you got some Joel fashion.
Yeah.
You know, you look good doing it. I see you when you're at work, and it's like, you look pretty smart.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got the nice shoes. Got the watch on.
I am
Grow your
sexy.
beard out, get those gray flecks. Yeah, hell yeah, you are, man.
That little bulge in your jeans, that's nice. How you do that?
How do you do
that?
How do you do that?
How do you make that happen? Show me.
Show me for now.
No, it's not gay. Show me.
She usually police nuts.
Oh, another thing about this game, again, if you eventually cave and buy a PS. By the way, funny story. The other thing about the PS5 is, you know, it's been notoriously difficult to buy for like the first 2 years that it was out.
2 years at least.
Yesterday, for the very first time, I saw one just hanging out in a case at Walmart.
Oh, nice.
So like stores around here have had them for well over a year now, but they've always been like in the back. Like they would not put them out in the cases because you know, people would make grabs for them or something like that.
Okay.
But like I just saw one hanging out in a display case at Walmart the other day. I was like, okay, finally.
That's weird. Yeah, right? Because like, did you have yours shipped to you?
No, I got lucky and found it at a Target.
There.
Like
in person. Okay.
Yeah, it was just hanging out there. Well, it wasn't in the display case, but it said, you know, ask
available.
Available. Ask at the technology department desk or whatever.
Gotcha.
And then so I did. I was like, okay, fuck yeah. I've had the money stashed away and just been waiting.
Yeah, I've heard that they've been in stock a lot, especially, you know, being in Chicago. It's like you would think.
Yeah, and like
I still haven't seen them myself though. And
really?
I go to Target fairly frequently.
You know, you want your buddy Chris to pick you up one and just pay me back when you come over. I got your back.
Hey, you know, this game is on PC as well, and they say they're
yeah, it
working
is.
on the whoa.
On the sequel. You know what's funny though? For some reason, they still haven't given The Last of Us 2 a PS5 patch.
I know, which tells me, okay, they have to be.
You'll pay for that. No, I won't.
You guys are fucking trying to kill us.
I'm gonna make you pay for it. Yeah, no, like so. Sorry. First,
they have to be working on a remake, or remaster.
Well,
whatever.
It doesn't need a remaster. All it needs is just the 4K textures and the better frame rate and loading times. I mean, like that's all that's really needed.
I mean, true, but you would think if they were gonna do that, they would have done that like 3
immediately.
years ago.
Well,
like,
which is just a little bit of the Sony first party bullshit because you're right. They could have and they should have, and it should have been free. I guarantee you, in like a year or two tops, if not by the end of next year, we'll see The Last of Us 2 definitive
Part
PS5 edition.
Yeah. I think so. I will probably get an announcement
for like
year,
$60.
Oh yeah, for sure. Which
is stupid.
Again,
like
yeah, that's true. But if it's something like, obviously, The Last of Us Part 2 looked a lot better than the first version.
Well, this is the same
Us.
engine. This is the same engine. This is The Last of Us 2's engine, and this is what The Last of Us 2 looks like. Even running on PS4, it just chugs in a certain place, in a couple places.
Yeah. And no ray tracing or anything.
Yeah,
but...
and definitely can't go above 30 FPS.
And that's what sucks. So it still would have looked really good, on as a patch, like updates.
Right, exactly.
Ooh, like a PS5 version. And I am surprised they didn't do that, considering
what that
it
movie
came out
doing?
just a few months. What is this strafing?
He was strafing like
James Bond.
Yeah, someone played Unreal Tournament when they were a kid. Yeah, so the gold standard though of PS5 patches, when you get a PS5, check this shit out. Ghost of Tsushima, man.
Yeah, why is as far as like the having a patch to upgrade to the PS5?
Yes. So not only is it the best PS5 patch, but I would go so far as to say, even though it came out at the very like ass end of the PS4 era, I think it might have been my favorite PS4 game.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Like I've had a year or two to really reflect on it, and like I played through a good chunk of it on the PS5. Like I want to do just a clean PS5 playthrough coming up here really soon. I think it was the best game of the last generation. Like,
oh wow.
And
I've heard it's good, and I haven't even seen like any part of a Let's Play. I don't know much at all about that game.
Dude, just treat yourself, buddy. Like, play that.
It's on PC now, isn't it? Or is it not yet?
It's
not on PC.
PS4, PS5 are the only way to get that one still.
Yeah.
Because it's not Naughty Dog or an in-house Sony studio. It's oh crap.
Sucker Punch?
Sucker Punch. And they work exclusively with Sony, but I don't
think...
Sony.
They're kind of like second party.
Yeah, sorta. I think you're right.
I mean, that was Insomnia for a while.
Yep.
And then they got bought.
Yep. And now they're making Spider-Man, and they never have to worry about money again.
Right.
But dude, Ghost of Tsushima. I mean, in a generation that included The Witcher 3.
I was about to say
Dragon Quest 11, Persona 5. These are all RPGs, not coincidentally.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so let's think of another game that's not an RPG that could compete with it. Like I can't think of none come to mind right now. The RE2 remake. Who cares? Just like
there we go.
There's so many good freaking games in the PS4 generation. Like I could just turn my head around and look at my shelf full of PS4 games.
That was the first time we were saying. That was when we started to play the hits.
Did Joel brand this horse?
Brand already? Like what?
He did it on his way out.
Jesus.
It's my horse now. I just met him.
This is Persona. No, I've had this horse. What do you mean? Yeah, of course I came in on it. Yeah. You see, I got the brand.
Yeah, see right there? That's Joel. Sparks, I slept on your comment here. Flannel is for old dudes and lesbians. I don't make the rules. That is awesome.
That's just how it is.
Yep.
That is such
I'm an old dude.
That's just so what do you call it? Wallaceism from
Wallace.
Scott Pilgrim.
Yep.
It's just I don't
Old
make the
dudes and
rules. That's how it
lesbians.
is.
Just like
Oh, I saw.
Go
Go ahead.
I was gonna say just
I was gonna
like
say, I saw.
you first.
Okay, I saw a new trailer for Scott Pilgrim on Netflix.
I know.
It's looking
It
good.
is. It's gonna be so good. I think.
So it does look like it's a retelling of the story,
Yep.
which is like, okay, cool. And
Dude,
it looks
I
like they
love
are
seeing-
changing it slightly.
Yeah, just enough to keep it interesting. I love that that the art style from the comics works so well in an animated series.
It does. It looks so good. And I actually really like Michael Cera's take on Scott this time. He's doing it.
Yeah, they brought him
differently.
back. Yeah, and it's
But
Michael
he's
Cera's
voicing it.
Yeah, he's got it going
He's
on.
voicing it very differently, and
Mhm.
I kind of like it. It kind of is what I imagine Scott from the comics to be.
Well,
Is
never
kind of sounding sure of himself, but
Yeah.
kind of
get off the
you
horse,
know,
Joel. Get
dumb.
off the horse. Yes, yeah, you got to have him just dumb enough, right? Get off the fucking horse. Why won't you get off the horse?
Get off the horse.
Oh, there we go. Because I'm not at the horse get off point.
Oh, of course not.
Yeah. So what I was gonna say is just a throwaway comment. It's like how velour jumpsuits are worn only by 90-year-old grandmas and mafia men.
That's true.
There's only two markets for that shit. They're polar opposites. But yeah, no, yeah, I'm really excited for Scott Pilgrim on Netflix. That'll be
That's and
Every
I keep
time
thinking it's coming out this month, but
Yeah.
it's November.
every time I think about canceling Netflix, they always come up with something that I really want to see.
Actually,
then-
yeah.
and then
ever
I
since the
forget to
password
cancel
sharing,
them. Yeah.
Yeah, it was when they announced the password sharing, not the first time, the leaked time, or when they actually tried it, we're like, oh, just kidding. But a few months ago, when they're like, oh yeah, we're doing this and we're sticking to it,
Yeah,
I canceled Netflix
Just anti-consumer bullshit is all that is.
for sure. So I did cancel. I stuck to my guns until September
Mm-hmm.
when One Piece was coming out. It's like, okay,
Oh yeah,
so
I've got to
September,
watch that too. Dude, I'm so
It's,
behind on
I-
TV in
I
general.
haven't finished it.
Okay. I gotta
Yeah,
check
and
out One Piece.
I love One Piece, so
I'm
I
gonna
don't know.
definitely watch Scott Pilgrim. I still haven't watched the latest season of The Witcher.
Oh,
and,
I haven't.
and
I
I
haven't
haven't
watched the second
started.
season.
I haven't. Oh, the second season was good, and I haven't
Okay.
started Ahsoka on Disney Plus.
Oh, okay.
I've been meaning to do that too.
Yeah,
By the way, after we get out of this house, that's
You-
gonna be the episode.
I was
Sorry,
about to say, yeah.
we've been at it for about an hour and a half.
But
But I
I
want
was
to
gonna
leave.
say,
it.
are you keeping up with any of the Marvel stuff? Like,
No, I've
the
dropped off
Secret
on Marvel.
Invasion or Secret Wars?
Yeah,
so have I.
And
And it's been kind of
not
disappointing.
So I haven't had like a moment where I was really just like, that's it, I'm done. This is bullshit. It's just like gradually waning interest
Yeah,
ever since Winter Soldier and Captain America or Falcon.
yeah. Every show's been
That
a
was
little
really
weaker.
good. Yeah.
WandaVision was great too.
WandaVision
you know?
was great, Loki was great, Winter Soldier was great. And then I kind of started watching not Captain Marvel, but Miss Marvel. What's her name? I don't even see. This is how little I care anymore.
Oh, Miss Marvel. I don't know her name.
Yeah. Oh, so that's what the show was, though. Miss Marvel.
Yeah,
And it was really cool to see, like, you know, an ethnicity that is historically underrepresented in media get the spotlight like that. But like, I just wasn't super into the Kamala. Yeah, super into the story or the characters. And then I don't know. Like I've like you said, it's just kind of I haven't kept up with it now. I know Loki season 2 is about to come out, or
Yeah.
maybe just started yesterday. Even I think.
Oh, did it? Oh,
I think
okay.
so. I think the first episode of season 2 of Loki just came out.
Just dropped.
Don't quote me on that though. But yeah, like I've definitely not been keeping
Oh,
up with
shit,
Marvel,
okay.
unfortunately. Like I haven't seen the new
Yeah,
Man.
me either.
I don't think I've seen a single Marvel movie this year, which is probably the first time since I was in college that a year has gone by without
Wow.
me seeing a Marvel movie.
Yeah, I think me too. I haven't seen an MCU movie at least. I
Yeah.
did see the new Spider-Verse movie, which was fucking
Oh, I want to
amazing.
see that. Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, it's good.
The second Miles Morales movie. And it's kind of funny though, because like
Don't tell me that I would be
I think from like 2012 to 2015, I think I only saw Marvel movies in those years. I don't think I saw anything else.
It was a big
for a
thing.
while. Yeah, it was. It was huge. Like and it still is good. Like certainly, like I think Disney is realizing they got to shake it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Get it together.
Okay, after this part, we're done. We just got to kill these guys. Elliot, I'm about to show you a hard life lesson. I haven't decided what it is yet, but it's gonna be good. Keep your eyes on my gun.
I like this scene was a bit, I mean, obviously it was emotional here, but I like that they gave it breathing room in the show.
Yes, it wasn't another like I think this part would have been best as not another action sequence. But
yeah.
it's also
Which
not
I get you feel like you have to justify it sometimes with your game.
Yeah,
but
sure.
I also feel like Final Fantasy 16, there's a lot of action there, but they got a shit ton of movies, you know.
The plot in that game takes center stage for sure.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, I know people have said, "Oh, interactive movies," and they're full of shit.
No,
Like,
it is
and you know what?
definitely not
Even-
that, dude. Like
Even interactive movies are kind of fun as a medium.
Yeah.
Like we play
As-
Clock Tower, we play point
Right.
and clicks, and
Yeah,
you know.
as someone who's played his share of interactive movies and has thoroughly enjoyed a few interactive movies, 16 is not an interactive movie.
Yeah. Speaking of, I wonder if Immortal would be a good thing for Spoopy October. I'm gonna play that one on my own pretty soon, and I'll see what it's like. I don't think it's super scary, but I think it is definitely definitely a thriller.
Ellie, did you see that? His head just popped right off.
Cheekbone stabbing him in the brain. Classic.
God blessed him with a weak skull, made it quicker.
Some of these meatbags are just born to die. Remember that, Ellie?
Some can't wait to die.
Check that room.
Wait, what the hell?
What?
I can't. Orin. I was like, wait a second. Who the
Oh
fuck said
yeah,
that?
sorry. Orin from FF10.
I couldn't-
Some can't
'cause-
wait to die.
The first thing I thought of was Chief Irons. I was like, no, he said everyone's gonna die.
Everyone. Totally different.
Orin had it just like in that part of the game. You're introduced to him, and he's very much like just this, you think,
Oh,
quiet kind of.
Oh no! Oh no! That guy got.
He got.
Who's gonna get next? Got next. Dude, this was a nice house before it went to shit.
Yeah, right.
Look at this kitchen. Beautiful.
Monster Prom, probably.
Monster.
I've heard the Monster Prom,
Oh, shit.
at least the first one. I heard they're pretty good games, and I think you could do co-op. It's like kind of dating sim, but you could play it cooperatively.
Where the hell are
Yeah,
you?
right?
What the hell do you think I am? Laundry room.
Real mahogany, those cabinets. God.
Yeah, man, this was. I would live here.
All right. House is clear.
Actually, yeah, it is really nice.
Definitely clear.
Now, wait a second. Is this actually Tommy's house?
No, this was like a farmhouse that they found.
Oh, just okay.
You know, it's funny because like I've absolutely been in houses like this where people just buy a huge plot of land out in the middle of fucking nowhere and just build their dream house because it's like 1/10 of the price of having
Yeah,
it like
oh my
in
God.
a major town or city.
Yeah.
And I can definitely see the appeal in that as I get older too. Like
for sure.
as long as you're like within driving
People.
distance of things that are fun, you know, I absolutely don't mind the idea of like living in an isolated house.
Yeah.
There.
I've heard the same thing, Sparks. That it's at least
Sure
the
it's a good
first
game.
one is a pretty good
Oh,
game.
Monster Prom, yeah.
Monster Prom, yeah.
Yeah, we haven't talked at all
they're by
about
Volcano
Spooktober.
High. Yeah, we do. We do have to. We should come up with like a little list, which I think we could come up with more games that we could possibly play, which is
Oh,
a good
totally.
thing, you know. So we could just choose the best ones. Let's see. Randomly, I was watching yesterday an old playthrough of Phantasmagoria, which, speaking of point and clicks, that's a oldie.
Oh yeah.
It's like one of those like what do you call it? You know, just like cinema but they would put the characters acting like in some really shitty 3D backgrounds and stuff. And,
yeah.
But it was like, hey, they were trying, and it looks kind of cool.
They were going for something, yeah. And there was like a period like before 3D graphics were anywhere close to something resembling real life, like well before the PS2 era, where like it was kind of a novel, cool thing to like have real people acting out parts of the game and then transition into the gameplay, and like you're sucked into the moment because like, oh shit, I am that badass guy from the cutscene.
Yeah, right.
Where is this lab of theirs?
All the way out, University of Eastern Colorado.
You know what happens at the University of Eastern Colorado, don't you, Max?
Oh yeah,
We'll
someone
see.
gets got.
I'm never gonna get got. I'm invincible. Nothing can hurt me.
Not bacteria, not cold,
not God.
Certainly not ships.
Certainly not ships. Look how far away we are from the ocean. Nothing can get me.
Oh, ships. No, ships.
Oh, ships. I thought you said ships. I'm like, sure. I just figured you were like leaning really hard into like the ultra deranged Joel.
Or icebergs.
Icebergs.
Titanic.
That fucker sank 100 years before I was born. You think I'm afraid of the Titanic?
What the hell?
What are you even talking about, Joel? Shut up, that's what.
What are you talking about? Also, whoever the actor... Wait, did they use the same actor for the brother? For Tommy?
No, actually, so here's some funny shit. In the show...
he did a good impersonation.
The actor who voices Tommy in this game was the bodyguard of the Karen woman who gets decapitated by the big monster.
I'd heard something like that.
And then the guy who voices Joel, shoot, he was also in the show, but I can't remember. He had like a bit part.
You just gotta play it a couple times.
Yeah.
It all makes sense.
Who was he?
And then
It's gonna drive me nuts.
I can't remember her name, but the woman that plays Ellie plays Ellie's mom.
Plays Ellie's mom. And actually,
which I thought was a great touch because that's not in the game at all.
Yeah, exactly. That was like actually showing why she's immune. That's kind of cool.
Why she's immune, yeah. And it was like, all right, cool.
As much as I'm enjoying our conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to end it at some point. And yeah, I should probably go basically neti pop my nose. So
sweet. You enjoy that sexy time, Max. Next time on Play the Hits, we're going to enroll in the University of Eastern Colorado.
Get to shivving class.
Shivving class. All right. Good night, Sparks.
Someone gets shivved.
Someone's going to get shivved. Sure shit ain't going to be me.
Ain't going to be me.
Later, buddy.
All right. Talk to you later, man.